Well, hi again, everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School basketball coverage here on 18 WJTS. I'm Carey Schneider along with Jason Stamm and Jeremy Marcos. And tonight, the Wildcats are on the road to the Pocket City of Evansville as they will take on the Central Bears here at the Central Gym. The Wildcats coming into the contest with a 1-5 record, while the Bears are 6-2, as well as actually with Central being 6-2, this is actually their first conference game in Southern Indiana Athletic Conference play here in 24-25. Jasper 1-1 in conference play, by the way. Wildcats are coming off 4 straight losses to Gibson Southern, Memorial, Southridge, and Corydon Central a couple weeks ago before the holiday break. Jason Stamm, as we start a new, well, basically a new year. Happy New Year, by the way, to you. Oh, I forgot, and happy birthday.
Well, thanks, Carey.
I know this week I meant to say something, and I didn't say anything in the car driving down here, but again, happy birthday, happy New Year. It's a new year, and of course a fresh start after a little break for the Cats. You know, this is a ball game I really feel that Jasper needs. And they do have, a little bit of a spark as Caden Nerney, not in the lineup yet, but he is dressed out and looking to play for the first time this year.
Yeah, you're right, Carey. Obviously, we need to try to right this ship. Things haven't been going the way that we really want them to so far. But, I think the break came at a nice time for us. We were struggling a little bit. So we got some extra practice time in there over the break. And like you said, I mean, we got to get off to a better start here in the second half of the season, sort of. New year. I look for us to come out tonight and play hard, play the defense that we're capable of it, get after them, get on the floor, get the loose balls, show some intensity, and really get after it.
I talked to Coach Gable after the loss to Southridge, a tough 39-35 loss, I should say. He commented, that he had players in there that just had no confidence and so forth. And like I said, this is big for them to get everything started on the right foot.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, we had some guys playing that weren't used to playing a lot of minutes. Due to injuries, they had to step up and play that. So hopefully, they've gained a little confidence, and because we're going to need it.
One person that played very well in those 2 game stretch that after his first starts was Kai Kuntz. He, along with Jalen Manners, Jace Foy, and Max Butel, and Logan Day will be the starting 5 for the Cats tonight. Jasper controls the tip, so have the ball to start tonight off. Davian Smith, Kenya Peoples, Landon Richardson, Isaiah Patterson, and Zarian Moore will be the starting 5 for the Central Bears, coached by Rodney Walker. Bears get the turnover.
Central's got a lot of experience. They start 5 seniors, so they're going to be well prepared to play the game.
Patterson with the basketball in the backcourt. Now with it is Peoples, and back out to Richardson. Peoples now down in the corner, guarded by Kai Kuntz. Here's a 3 on the way. It is short. Kuntz comes up with a rebound. That 3 shot by number 5, Zayden Moore. Wildcats on the attack.
Richardson, number 12 for Central's kind of their player to watch. He leads them in scoring. There's another turnover, but Richardson averages about 15.5 a game. And
with the steal, the layup is up and no good by Davian Smith. So the Bears 0 for 2 on their first 2 possessions tonight. Jasper has got, not even sure they have a shot off yet. I know they had 2 turnovers in their first 2 possessions. But there's a 3-pointer up and in by Max Butel, and the Wildcats lead it 3-0.
Max needs that. He needs all the confidence he can get because we're going to need him to score and be able to hit those open shots.
3-0 Jasper. The opening minutes here at Central Gym on 18 WJTS. Peoples inside the circle. He'll deal it out to Moore. And a whistle and a foul away from the ball on Central, it looks like.
I believe Richardson's going to pick that foul up.
And it will indeed be Richardson, his first, team's first of the quarter. So Jasper with the basketball, leading it 3-0 in the early minutes of this contest. Butel will bring it up. Max with Patterson on him. Utel down low to Kuntz. Kai turns around and tries to get the roll, but couldn't get it to fall. And the Bears come up with a rebound. They're on the break. Here's a three on the way. Good by Patterson. Isaiah Patterson with his first bucket. A three-pointer to tie this contest up at 3 apiece. Day drives down the lane, deals it off, or tries to deal off to Manners, who could not hold on to the ball, and it goes out of bounds. And another turnover for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's 3 so far. You know, I mean, we've obviously got to cut down on that. We got to take care of the ball. That was just a bad pass. Day threw it at Maynard's feet, and he just couldn't come up with it.
Jasper needs to capitalize on these possessions early on because, well, there's a three right there on the way, but this time no good by Patterson. Bears, they can put it up. And
yeah, luckily they're struggling a little bit shooting the ball earlier. They'd be out to a big lead.
There's a steal and a break and a layup and in by number 5, Zarin Moore. And he gives the Bears a 5-3 lead with 4:42 to go in the first quarter. So Central with their first lead of the night. Foy down low to Mainers. Back out to Foy. Long three on the way. It's short. Fired that out from at least 20 feet out. And the Bears come up with a rebound. Peoples back out to Patterson. Moore now. Peoples, he'll pump a three from the wing, and it's no good. And coming down with the board is Jace Foy for the Wildcats. Jace gets bumped, and they stole the ball. Well, we got to call him for kick after he got kind of smacked around a little bit there, but no call there. So the Bears will have the basketball. And yet another Wildcat turnover.
Yeah, we got 4 turnovers and played 4 minutes, so I'm sure Coach Gable's not going to be very pleased with that.
So Central with the basketball. He'll inbound it underneath their own basket. Here's a three on the way. It's short, no good. That was by Richardson. Jasper with the basketball. Utel deals it. So Day will pump a three. It's no good. And coming down with the board is Moore for Central. Down low to Peoples with Kai Kuntz on him. Here's a drive and a shot put up, no good by Moore. He got his rebound and he dealt it out to Smith. A whistle and a push is going to be called against the Wildcats. Looks like that may be going on Utel.
Day, maybe.
Okay, it was Day. So Logan Day. And checking in the contest is number 33, Caden Ernie.
Reese Fisher came in too.
Okay, Reese Fisher also in the contest. Turnaround shot is no good. Cats will have the basketball. Forgive me if I'm asking if this is Ernie's first action of the year.
No.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he, I don't, because Craig did the first few games, and that's, well, I just want to be sure. I said that earlier, and I wasn't sure. I apologize.
I think he played 2 games, maybe.
Okay.
Something like that. I know he played at Boise and Boonville.
Well, I was going to say, of course, you know how we have our announcing schedule here between Craig and I. He got to do the first 3 games, actually. I didn't. Yeah. By the time I was working the Memorial game, he was out. So,
yeah.
So I apologize, but Central with the basketball. They lead by 2. Shot underneath, up and in by number 21, Davian Smith for his first 2, 7-3 Central. Down low, shot is blocked. Central with it. Here's a drive and a shot that is blocked on the other end by Mainers, and it will go off. Last touch by Central. Jasper will have the basketball. As Jack Levin comes in for the first time this evening. Also in the contest is number 10, Kyler Hill for Central. So Levin, Reese, Fisher, and Caden Ernie substitutes for the Wildcats up to this point. Jack with it on the wing. Foul on the corner. Butel now, back out to Levin. 7-3 Central leads. Jasper with the basketball. Ernie now, over to Butel. Central fans on their feet, liking what they see out of their defense, and a traveling violation is called against the Wildcats. I believe that's number 5.
Yes, it is. Central plays good defense. You know, they get after it on the defensive end, which is rare for teams out of Evansville, because usually they like to play offense and they play defense just because they have to, but they usually don't play it very hard. But Central gets after it.
Logan Day and Kai Coons back in the lineup for John Gables Ball Club. Here's a 3 on the way from the top of the key. Is good by number 3, Landon Richardson. Yeah. Second three-pointer of the night for Central. 10-3 is our score. Under a minute to go in the first quarter. Cats with it. Foul is going to be called, looks like, on number 5, Zarian Moore.
Hill got that 10.
Okay, my apologies. So Hill picks up the foul, his first.
Number 11, Isaiah Patterson, and number 23, Jordan Hudnall.
Isaiah Patterson back into the lineup, and Jordan Hudnall sees his first action of the night, number 23. 38 seconds to go. Ernie deals it out. Here's a 3 on the way. It is no good that time by Reese Fisher. Central with the 10-3 lead, and they have the basketball with 20 seconds to go in the quarter.
And they're going to hold it for the last shot. Or at least attempt to.
Yep. 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Down low, shot off the glass, up and in by number 21, Devian Smith, his second bucket, 4 points on the night. That will bring us to the end of the first quarter of play with the score Central 12, Jasper 3. We'll be back after this.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at Du Bois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. Du Bois County Tire.
Back once again at Central Stadium, where the Wildcats are down 12-3, Jason, as we start the second quarter. Not exactly the best start the Wildcats wanted tonight, but like I said, maybe kind of showing their rust a little bit.
Yeah, I think there's a little rust. It's got to get knocked off, but we need to do it here pretty quick or this game will get out of hand. 5 turnovers in the first quarter and 3 points. That's
not the ratio you like.
No.
So 12-3 is a score, and Central will have the basketball to start the second quarter. Down low, shot up and in on the back door by the number 5, Zarian Moore. Moore's got his 4th point, 14-3.
Foy just completely lost his man, turned his head, and had no idea where his man went.
So Wildcats looking to draw a little bit of action offensive, and the foul is going to be called as number 14, Peoples. Kenyon Peoples will be nailed for the personal to be his first and team's first of the quarter. Try to reach behind Guy Kuntz there.
We got to get Jalen Manners involved in the game more. I mean, he hasn't, he hasn't had a lot of touches. And then when he does, they're playing good defense on him. But we got to do something to get him involved.
Ernie will inbound it. Day out to Foy. Here's a baseline shot by Caden Nerdy. It's no good. Wildcats still looking to find a bucket. After the three-pointer they hit to start off the ball game, they have been ice cold ever since, as Central has scored the last 14 points in this contest. Here's a drive to the basket, no good, but a foul is going to be called on Jasper.
I mean, you know, it's 14-3, but it very well could be 24-3. I mean, Central's not shooting the ball very well at all, and that's a huge break because it's leaving us in the game.
They're getting their looks, though, but they're not getting a fall.
Yep.
There's two shots coming at the line here. First one is good by number 12, Landon Richardson, who's got 4 points now. Kyler Hill checks in the lineup for Central. Ernie will sit down for the Wildcats.
Oh.
Bears come up with a rebound on the missed free throw. Shot blocked by Mainers. But the Bears get it back. Here's another shot from the corner, no good. Kuntz will come up with it. Day will bring it up. Mainers out to Butel. Jalen holds high and is called for traveling.
And that wasn't all his fault. I mean, the rest of the guys weren't moving. I mean, you know, he was stuck there with the ball, and nobody else kind of tried to bail him out or help him.
Nate Lukemeyer getting set to come into the contest for the first time this evening. Shot is up, no good, and pulling down the board is Kai Kuntz for the Wildcats. Butel double teamed. Finally deals it over to Day. Day will stop and pop a three, and he'll hit it. So Logan Day breaks the ice for the Wildcats. Their second bucket of the night, both three-pointers. It's 15-6. Here's a three on the other end by Central. Is no good by Moore. Jasper with it, down by 9.
Central's making it a priority to make Day. If you watch when he catches the ball, they're forcing him to go left, to dribble with his left hand.
Here's a three on the way, good. Another three-pointer by Logan Day, his second straight. And suddenly it's a 15-9 ball game on back-to-back three-pointers by Logan Day.
Now we got to keep playing defense on this end.
Patterson with it. Moore. Here's a drive, and the shot looks like it was blocked partially or something, but Central still comes up with it.
We're just getting out hustled to the ball. 21 there for Smith for Central. He went to get it, and well, we just stood around and watched.
That was Davian Smith with the extra effort. Here's a three on the way. It is good by number 12, Landon Richardson. His second three-pointer. He's got 6. Actually, make that 7 with the free throw in between. Here's a steal by the Bears. The ball will belong to Central. And we got a timeout called with 4:28 to go in the second quarter of play. Central leads by 9, 18-9. We'll be back after this.
The year-end clearance event is on at Ubelor & Sons in Jasper and Vincennes. Right now, get the best deal of the year on remaining 24 models in stock. Many to choose from at all 3 stores, like Chevy Silverado, GMC Sierra, Buick Encore and Envision, and Toyota Tacoma and RAV4, all at year-end pricing. Remember, you never pay document fees at Ubelor's, so you'll save even more. Don't miss the year-end clearance event, now at Ubelor & Sons, where customers send their friends since 1929.
Back at Central Gym, 18-9 is our score with 4:28 to go. I have to look around. I can't see that scoreboard at all, the clock at least, because of a light. And this one here, I have to look around one. So anyway, 4:28. Bears have the basketball after a 30-second timeout by Coach Rodney Walker. Pass is kicked. And the Central Bears will have it. It's just been a matter of Central's hustle tonight, Jason, and Wildcats' lack thereof.
You're exactly right. I mean, it's what it's come down to.
Here's a three-pointer is no good, and as you said, boy, if they could get those to drop,
Come on.
Lord knows where we'd be standing right now.
Yeah.
Jasper has it. They trail by 9. A whistle and a turnover.
Kuntz is going to pick up that foul.
Okay, a foul was called on Kai Kuntz. That's his second.
That's his second. Second.
He tried to set a screen for Day at the high post there, or at the top of the key, and was moving.
So with it is Devian Smith for the Bears. Smith down low. Peoples now with the drive in the lane. He'll get the roll. Kenyon Peoples gets his first bucket of the night. 20-19. Shot is up and in by Jace Foy, his first bucket of the night. And it's 20-11, I should say. Wow.
Foy picked that up.
So Jace Foy will pick up his first foul as Kuntz will sit down and Mainers will come back in. Cameron Patterson with the basketball. Shot is up, no good. Rebound Jasper. Butel will roar it. He'll deal it over to Foy. Out to Day.
Once again, if you're a CJV player, you need to be in the small gyms right now. Entering the game for the Bears, number 5.
Sager's coming in.
Thomas Sager checking in for the Wildcats. Pretty much almost at this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 men off the bench now for the Wildcats.
Ooh.
I don't know, or do you think we're just looking for the right combination, or just?
I think it's that and the fact that he's not happy with, a lot of them.
Not the efforts with him. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, Sager represents the 5th different man off the bench for Coach Gable's ball club, who find themselves down by 9, 22-11, 2:45 to go in the first half.
I think he's just trying to find guys that want to get out there and hustle and play hard.
And like I said, we've seen everyone from Ernie to Fisher, Jack Levin, Nate Lukemeyer, and Thomas Sager in the lineup for the Cats. And a foul is going to be called
Patterson.
on Patterson. So Isaiah Patterson picks up his first. And Caden Ernie comes back in the lineup for the Jasper Wildcats. 2:41 to go in the first half. Jasper with the basketball, down by 9. 20-11 is the score. Ernie will bring it up the floor, across the timeline. Sager. Down low to Lukemeyer. And a whistle, and a foul is going to be called on the Bears.
Fouls on number 14,
Kenyon Peoples, should be his second, it is.
entering the game for the Bears.
Kyler Hill down the lineup for Central. He will replace Peoples. Here's Foy on the wing. Out to Lukemeyer. Ernie now. Sager. Shot is up and no good by Jace Foy. And the Bears have it. Patterson over to Richardson.
Ernie's going to pick that foul.
That foul will be called, as we said, on Caden Ernie. It should be his first. It is. And that's the Wildcats' 4th foul now here in the quarter. With 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go. Hill will bring it up and takes it over to Smith. Moore, under 2 minutes to play.
Central's, they've got a guy, Kirkhoff, that's 6'9". I think he's sitting down there in street clothes, so I don't know if I don't know how good a player he is, but I just know that I saw 6'9" on the roster, and it was like, wow.
Yeah, I noticed him earlier, actually, during warm-ups. I mean, just standing out there. But foul is going to be called on Davian Smith, and that will result in a turnover for the Bears. So Jasper has it down by 9, Jay. Pump a 3 here.
Yeah, that's
got
what
a 6-point ball game.
We feel like we're down 20 just because of the way we're playing, but Central's not exactly playing a whole lot better. They don't have the turnovers, but they're not shooting the ball at all.
In some ways, that's the beauty of the 3. I mean, it can just put you back in a ball game just like that, as long as you can hold on to it there. But Foy, Lukemeyer, Nate gets inside the lane.
That's take a dribble to the baseline, make a bounce pass in there. Mainers catches it, and he's got a layup.
But unfortunately, a Bear got a hold of it and was able to knock it out of the bounds. But the Wildcats will maintain possession as Mainers will inbound underneath the basket. Butel, Foy pops a 3, no good. But the Cats come up with a long rebound. Mainers up off the glass and in. Jalen Mainers picks up his first bucket of the night. He's got 2. 20-13 under, 49 seconds to go now in the half. Bears with the basketball. They lead by 7. Moore will work it. Patterson had Smith wide open down low, but didn't get to him. Hill now with it. He'll drive in the lane. He'll deal it out. The Bears look like they're just going to kind of run this clock out now for this half.
Yeah, I think they are now. You know, they were looking, if they got a layup, they would have took it. Now they'll just run it out, get the last shot.
10 seconds to go. Patterson, 3 on the way, is short by number 12, Landon Richardson. So he misses everything on that with 0.1 second to go in the half.
I think the clock was a little late shutting off there. Not that it would have made a whole lot of difference, but.
And that will bring us to the end of the first half of the play with the score Jasper 20. Or excuse me, trailing 20-13 to the Central Bears, Jason. Quick little synopsis of this first half we saw, and one of the big keys, the big stats that sticks out, obviously, is the lack of controlling the basketball, protecting it. A lot of turnovers by the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's well said, Carey. You know, I mean, I've got them unofficially for 8 turnovers in the first half, and that's tough to overcome because you hate to keep harping on that, but 8 turnovers is 8 possessions that you don't even get a shot off to have a chance to make it. Central, on the other hand, has 2, so they're getting the shots, but they're not hitting them. Now, that could be a combination of they're having a bad night. It could be a combination of we're playing pretty decent defense on getting them covered, but they've also had a lot of open looks that they just haven't hit the basket.
And like I said, this is God knows where we'd be right now if they get those shots to fall. Wildcats actually outscored them 10-8 in the quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they've had shots, and if they would have hit half of the shots, they'd have 30 points or more probably. And we'd have a big uphill battle. But right now we're down 7. And I'm sure the coaches at halftime here will stress the turnovers that we've had in the first half. We take care of the basketball the second half, play good defense, we'll be right in this game. So those are just some adjustments that we need to make at halftime.
Well, here at halftime, just a quick look at the scoring for Central. They're led in scoring by Landon Richardson with 7 points, 3 points by Isaiah Patterson, 4 points for Zaylen Moore, as well as Devian Smith, and 2 points for Kenyon Peoples. For Jasper, led by Logan Day with a pair of 3-pointers in the second quarter for 6 points. 3-pointer by Max Butel gives him 3, and 2 points each by Jalen Mainers and Jace Foy. Your halftime score is Jasper 20. Sorry, I said it again. Once again, Central 20, Jasper 13. We'll be back with the second half after this on ATWJTS.
Get game day ready with food fit for a fan. Cheer on the Jasper Wildcats or celebrate a victory with a treat from Jasper's Dairy Queen. Grab some sweet treats while watching the Wildcats in action this season. Score on favorites like a decadent blizzard or a signature creation like a chocolate sundae. You can also get Orange Julius at your original West Side Dairy Queen. Dine in or drive through before or after a game for your favorite Dairy Queen treat. Best of luck, Wildcats, from Phyllis and her team at Jasper's Dairy Queen.
Back once again here at Central Gym, where the Wildcats and Central Bears are about to start the second half of tonight's ball game, which Central leads 20-13. I want to take a quick minute here, ladies and gentlemen, and take a moment to wish our sincere condolences and best wishes and prayers to the family of legendary Jasper football coach Jerry Brewer. Coach Brewer passed away Friday morning at the age of 87. Jerry coached the Wildcats from right out of college at Western Kentucky in 1959 to 2002. And, of course, retired in 2002 as the winningest football coach in Indiana with 368 wins, 21 conference titles, 10 sectionals, 10 regionals, 4 state runner-up finishes, 9 unbeaten regular seasons, and, of course, a state title in what was the second last season in 2001. Of course, the stadium was named after Coach Brewer Alumni Stadium and Jerry Brewer Alumni Stadium in 2008. Again, our best wishes, condolences, and prayers go to Coach Brewer and his daughter Christy, her husband Mike, and the rest of their family. Coach Brewer will be missed. Well, we start the second half here at Central, where the Wildcats, again, trail at 20-13, Jason. And like I said, it's only a 7-point ball game right now.
Yeah, we were talking about that there at the break, that how, there's a turnover to start the half, but.
Well, kind of starting where they left off, and there's a layup on the other end, and the shot is missed, but a foul is going to be called on the Wildcats. Cats look like they got their original starting lineup out there for the second half. Kai Coons, Jalen Mainers, Jace Foy, Max Butel, and Logan Day, as does the Bears with Smith, Peoples, Richardson, Patterson, and Zarin Moore. And the Richardson, who was fouled on that layup, hits the first of 2, and that foul, by the way, was on Mainers.
Yeah, that's just his first, so he's not in any jeopardy there.
Second one does not fall for Richardson. Coons comes down the board, and Butel will bring it up. Butel with it. Deals it over to Mainers on the wing. Max now. Back to Jalen. Day will work it on the top of the key over to Butel on the wing. Put the shot up, no good, but a foul is going to be called on Central.
That was a better job there. At least we're going to the basket, and not settling for the outside shot.
Isaiah Patterson will be nailed on the personal. That would be his second. Going to the line to shoot 2. For the Wildcats, as the first one does fall for Max Butel. So Butel has his 4th point. First Wildcat to reach the charity stripe tonight, as he will nail them both. Max has 5, 21-15. Jasper trailing by 6. Cats looking for a stop, Jay, and then, like I said, anything can happen at this point. There's a push he got away with. Shot is off and no good.
There's another
rebound.
He got caught that time.
This time it was called. And that's one be on Richardson again, and that will be his second.
That foul is on number 12, Landon Richardson, his
Second team foul for the Bears here in the third quarter. Jasper with the basketball now, trailing by 6.
Central's going to pick up here in a full court press. I don't know how. Yeah, they're going to. I didn't know how hard they would go at the press, but not real hard. So, again, though, we got to take care of the basketball.
Exactly. It's up to Jasper. They're going to press. They're going to press, and you got to do your job to protect it.
Oh, go to the basket.
Mainers to Butel. Tipped up shot, no good by Kai Kuntz. Ball is swatted away. Mainers, or excuse me, actually that is Foy that comes up with it.
Looked like there could have been about 3 fouls there on different guys, but they let them play.
Max over to Day. Down low to Kuntz. Kai finds Butel. Max fires a 3. Good. And just like that, the Wildcats are within 3.
That's what we were talking about. With the three-point line nowadays, it doesn't take anything to get back in the game if if you play good defense. That is not what you're looking for on the other end. No.
As Aaron Moore picks up his 6th point. And now the Bears are back up by 5, 23-18. Butel. Day to Mainers.
See, they've done a good job of pushing Mainers off the low post block. He's catching the ball 3 or 4 feet out farther than what he's used to doing it because Smith's doing a good job of forcing him out there. Now they got a mismatch there. They need to look to get it to him.
Ball is stolen away and actually, fortunately for the Wildcats, Peoples was not able to hold on to the basketball, and Jasper will have it back, trailing by 5 as Reese Fisher comes in.
Sure give it a good effort, though, trying to save it.
So Reese Fisher in the contest to replace Kai Kuntz. Butel over to Fisher. Day. Butel for 3, no good. And the Bears have it. Here's Richardson.
See, to me there, that three-point line messed that up because Day was worried about making sure he was behind that instead of just catching the ball and shoot it. Don't worry about where your feet are at.
It's not like it's necessary to care whether it's 3 or 2 at this point right now. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
That's the bad psychological point of the three-point shot.
And I'm not picking on Logan. I mean, all these kids do that. They worry about their feet, worry about that line.
Wildcats come up with the basketball on the missed shot by Central. Mainers out to, now down low to Fisher. Here is Day, back to Fish. Foy. Day will work it on the wing, finds Fisher, turns around, puts it up and in. Nice turnaround shot by Reese Fisher for his first 2 of the night. 23-20, the Wildcats are the closest they've been since the early moments of the ball game.
Yeah, no doubt. We had a 3-0 lead, and I think after that
they ran off 14 straight.
Yeah.
And a whistle. And a foul is going to be called on the Wildcats.
You could take your pick there. Day's going to get it.
Logan Day will pick up his 2nd, as Caden Nerney will come in for Jasper, as does Kyler Hill for the Bears. 3:15 to go, and the Wildcats are within 3, as we said, the closest they've been since the opening minutes of this ball game.
Yeah, I mean, we've got back in because we were playing good defense and taking care of the ball a little bit better this half.
Shot no good underneath. Rebound basket is good this time by Davion Smith. Smith's got 6.
As soon as we compliment them on defense, then we have a breakdown.
Well, I don't believe in the broadcaster's announcer's kiss or whatever, but still, I blame you on that. Anyway, answering on the other end is Mainers for the Wildcats. Jalen with his 2nd point, or 2nd bucket, I should say, 4 points.
Traveled.
Moore with it. 2.5 minutes to go in the third. Jasper trails 25-22, and a whistle and a foul is going to be called on Ernie.
Yeah, you can't, when you're trying to guard guys like that, you can't put your hands out in front of you on them like Ernie did there. He had his hands out on his waist and was impeding his progress to the basket, and that's when the official has no choice but to call that foul.
Isaiah Patterson and Jordan Hudnall check in for Central. Bears have the basketball. They lead by 3, 25-22. Here is Hill.
Oh.
Misses the shot. Butel comes up with it, and he'll bring it up the floor. Actually, here's Mainers. He tries to go up with a hard slam or whatever at that point, but it was blocked. Central has it on the other end. Here's Patterson now over on the left wing, and that's going to be a double dribble going to be called this time on Kyler Hill. So the Wildcats get a break there on the turnover by the Bears. What do you think on the other end is just going for the tomahawk there?
It looked like he was going up for a two-handed dunk, and Hudnall did a good job. I mean, he didn't foul him. Because normally when a guy does that, they get fouled, but
under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. 25-22 is the score. Butel now with it. Mainers. Day on the wing. Holds high, gives it out to Ernie. Looks like Mainers, they're going to call block. Well, he got smacked in the face right before he went up for that layup. The foul will go against Central on the blocking call. They will wave out the shot regardless. And that foul will go against Zarian Moore.
They need to go back in there to Mainers again because they've got Moore guarding him, and Moore's at 6'1", which I don't know why he's guarding him. You got Hudnall in there that's 6'4". You'd think those two guys would switch, but I would go back at Mainers as much as I could with him in there.
With 1:38 to go in the third, and a turnover by the Wildcats.
Man.
As Logan Day lost the handle somehow. So the Wildcats lose a great opportunity to tie this ball game up, or at least get within one. And Day will come out of the contest now. Let's see who came in for him. Fisher, I believe was.
Levin, I think.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. You're right. Jack Levin's now in. Central with it. Patterson works it out in the backcourt. Now he deals it over to Moore. Back out to Patterson. Patterson will drive. Pull up. Richardson now. Working on Ernie. And a whistle and a foul will be called against the Wildcats.
And that'll be number 5, I believe. So that'll put them in the bonus. Nope, just the 4th.
No, it's just the 4th. So, but the third foul on Caden Ernie.
That a lot of times when guys, and I speak from experience, it happened to me, but when you're out for an injury and you come back, it's hard to get your legs back, and you tend to reach more and get in foul trouble.
Nate Lukemeyer will be called on the personal. Nate had just checked in the lineup as it was Peoples had just gotten past him down the baseline. So Lukemeyer, basically to his defense, but unfortunately, obviously he had to do something to stop that layup because he was right heading for the basket.
Yeah.
He picks up his first. Unfortunately, it's the 5th foul now on Jasper for this quarter.
But there's only 58 seconds left, so that wasn't a bad foul. Make him go to the free throw line and hit 2 from there. Lukemeyer's not going to he's not going to foul out anyways, so.
Peoples, by the way, is at the line. He hit the first of 2. He's got 3 points. Second one on the way. It is good. So 4 points by Kenyon Peoples. 27-22. Central back up by 5, and a turnover by the Wildcats.
A lot of these are just lack of attention. You know, they're not focused. Yeah, concentration. That was the word I was looking for. It's a lack of concentration. They're just, I don't understand. And, you know, it happens time and time again to high school kids, even older, but you gotta catch the ball first.
Well, the Bears have the basketball back, leading by 5 under, well, let's see, 46 seconds now to go in the third. There's a near steal by the Wildcats, but the Bears are able to come back with it as Smith has it. 38 seconds now. Patterson. Central might try to look for that layup as we talked about before earlier when they were working down the clock, but then was that a turnover?
Yep, 14 is going to pick up that foul.
So Kenyon Peoples will pick up his third. That'll be the 14 for the quarter with just 26 seconds to go.
I saw that, what the official was watching. I was watching the same thing, and in my opinion, what he did was not a foul. He set the screen, and he rolled the post up, and the official took it as he was trying to still screen when he was trying to post.
Jace Foy and Kai Kuntz come back in the lineup. Foy finds Ernie, and Ernie will bring it up the floor. 19 seconds ago. Kuntz over to Foy. Jace with 10 seconds.
Don't
Logan.
panic. We've got plenty of time.
5 seconds. Down to 3. Mainers will force a shot up. No good at the buzzer. And that will bring us to the end of the third quarter of play with the score Central 27, Jasper 22. We'll be back with the fourth period after this on WJTS.
Have an extra car you don't need, but don't want the hassle of selling it? Or maybe you're ready to get out of your lease early. Either way, Ubelar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper has you covered. We want to buy your car. All makes and models. We'll even handle the payoff with your bank. How does it work? We appraise your vehicle and give you a check. It's that easy. We'll even come to your location. Call or text 812-639-2186 for more details. Ubelar Chevy Cadillac in Jasper, where customers send their friends since 1929.
8 minutes of basketball, at least in regulation, to play here at Central Gym. Jason, with the Wildcats down by 5. Once again, the Cats outscored the Bears in the third quarter.
Yeah, I mean, take away the awful first quarter that we had, we've outscored them in the next 2, but.
There's a near steal. The ball is loose, and the Bears come up with it.
I don't know how you can roll around on the floor and not get called for traveling, but he did.
Patterson with it. Here now with the drive is Peoples. He works on Kuntz, forces a shot, no good, and Mainers comes up with a big board for the Wildcats. Jasper trails by 5, 27-22. They have the basketball. Ernie will bring it up. Caden now finds Mainers. Cross court over to Day. Down low to Kai Kuntz. Puts the shot up and in. Kai Kuntz with the basket. It's his first bucket of the night. 27-24, Cats within 3.
Well, that's where we got in the third quarter. We got to within 3, and then we could never get any closer.
Cats right now, I know it's still early in the quarter, but they can use a stop right now, no question about it, as Patterson was being double teamed, and that will force the Bears to call a timeout, a full timeout, with 6:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Jasper trails at 27-24. We'll be back after this.
This is Tony Ubelar, Ubelar Toyota in Jasper. Truck lovers know the Toyota Tundra for its legendary strength and reliability. The new Tundras are long on comfort, technology, and safety too. Right now, we've got plenty of new Tundras in stock, with options for every purpose and budget. Loaded with features to help you get things done. We have flexible financing and lease options as well. Find your new Tundra today at Ubelar Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends for hardworking trucks since 1929.
Back at Central, 6:53 to go in the fourth quarter. Jasper trails it still, 27-24. Wildcats picking up the tempo a little bit on the defensive end, Jay.
Yeah, we need to continue that and take care of the ball on the other end and hit some shots.
Let's get a stop here. There's a shot forced up and good, and a foul. So Davian Smith, big bucket by Smith. And with the foul is called, it looks like, I believe it was on Kuntz. It was, and it will be his third. Smith nails and completes the three-point play. He's got, let's see, 6, 7, 8 in the contest. Actually 9, make that, with that free throw. And the Bears are back up by 6, 30-24.
Yeah, you work hard, to get it back down to 3, and then that happens and it goes right back to 6. We got lucky there.
And Kuntz will put it up off the glass and in. Kai Kuntz gets his second bucket here of the fourth quarter. He's got 4, and Jasper back within 4 now at 30-26. Central with it. Can't say it enough. It'd be nice to pick up. Nice stop would be golden for the Jasper Wildcats right now. But Peoples puts it up. He misses a shot. Rebound basket up and in by number 21, Davian Smith. Smith's got 5 points here in the fourth quarter. In fact, all 5 of Central's points in the fourth. He's got 11 on the night. 32-26, and John Gable will call a timeout with 5:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Jasper trails at 32-26. We'll be back after this.
Jubilar Chevy in Jasper, Indiana is your headquarters for new half-ton Silverados. And we've got them in stock. Choose from LTs, RSTs, Trail Bosses, and even High Countries. All in stock now. If we don't have the truck you're looking for, we can get it for you. The Chevy Silverado has a heritage and a history like no other truck, and now is a great time to buy one. Find your Silverado at Jubilar Chevy in Jasper. Online at jubilargm.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Back once again here at Central Gym. 5:37 to go in the fourth quarter. Jasper trails it by 6, and they'll have the basketball.
Need to get a bucket here. Doesn't have to be a 3, but just need to get a good look and get a good basket.
Build up that offensive momentum you like to see at this point now. It's only trailing by 6. Obviously, other than that big spurt that Central had, Jason, Wildcats all in all been in this ball game, especially in the second quarter on.
Yeah.
So pass down low to Mainers. He's going to get double teamed. He gets bumped like everything, and they will call foul. And I believe that foul will go on Moore. It was Zaya Moore. That'll be his second, team's first. Day deals it out to Butel. Max finds Jalen out in the back, or actually at the top of the key. He'll turn, fire the shot, no good. Bears come up with the rebound.
Force that one. I mean, Jalen's had a tough night. I mean, they've done a good job on him, and you're going to have nights like that. You don't want to try to like that when they're forced it.
And if you're Central right now, you're going to take, you're basically going to, what's a better word to say? Take your time, Yeah,
there's no doubt.
No reason to rush anything right now. You are leading by 6 with 4.5 to go. As Smith will drive, he'll put a shot up off the glass and good. Davian Smith picks up his, 7 points here in the quarter, 13 on the night. So he's come alive for the Bears here in the fourth stanza. They lead again, now back up to 8, 34-26, nearing the 4-minute mark in the fourth quarter. Here's a 3 on the way. It is good. Big 3-point basket by Logan Day. Logan's got 9 on 3 3-pointers on the night. Now the Cats trail by 5, 34-29.
You got to have stops on the defensive end. I mean, that's not being Mr. Obvious, but, we've got to do a better job of not letting them get good shots.
Well, I was going to say, if you're Central right now, you want to be patient about it and everything, but the Cats, it's up to them now to put the pressure on the Bears.
Yeah. I mean, you got to get out there and you got to force the action.
Logan Day will pick up his third foul on that play. So Logan with 3. 3:33 to go. 5-point lead for Central, and they'll have the basketball as Smith will drive it to the baseline. Well, they leave it open to him. The shot was blocked by Coons.
We got fortunate there because they left him wide open.
He just stood around, like, whoa, there's a basket right there.
Yeah.
But fortunately, like I said, fortunately for the Cats, Kuntz was able to close in on him and get the block. And they're going to call. There's a turnover right there. Good defensive pressure by Butel.
That was I couldn't tell who it went off of. I wouldn't have argued either way, but
I'm going to take the basketball.
Yeah. You don't normally get my point is you don't normally get that call on the road.
Kalen Hill checks in for Central. Here's Max Butel. Max will bring it across the timeline. They are at the 3-minute mark now. And a whistle and a foul is going to be called, it looks like, on Patterson. Isaiah Patterson, he's picked up his third now, Jason. So the Bears with Peoples with 3, Patterson with 3. Right now, Wildcats with 3 guys of their own and with at least 3 fouls, Kuntz, Day, and Ernie.
Yeah, but with 3 minutes left in the game, that's not anything to worry about.
If this happens to go down the wide, there's a steal by the Bears. And laying it up and in is Zarian Moore. Moore's got 8 points. First Bear to score other than Smith here in the fourth quarter. Shot is no good by Mainers, but the Cats come up with it. Down low fighting for it is Kuntz and
Coach Gable got a timeout.
Okay.
That was good.
I was going to say Moore and Kai Kuntz were battling out for that basketball. The Wildcats will call the timeout with 2:23 to go in the second. In the second half in the ball game. 36-29 is our score, and on a quick 30-second timeout by the Wildcats. So, Cats will have the basketball. Down.
Yeah, we got to come up with some stops here on defense and be able to execute on offense and score fairly quickly because Central, when they get the ball on offense, they're going to be very deliberate with it. So they're going to run time off. So we have to be able to score a little bit quicker than what we're normally like to.
So as I said, with 2:23 to go, Cats trail by 7. And they will have the basketball on their end of the floor. Kuntz will bring it in. Find Butel. Max at a whistle. Foul on Central, looks like.
Yeah, I'll take that.
A foul was away for the basketball on, they said a hold on Peebles.
But he was standing in front of Kuntz with his hands straight up.
And that will be his 4th. 3rd team foul for Central. There's another steal. Second time and as many possessions, I believe. And laying it up and in was Zayden Moore.
Those last 2 turnovers have been backbreakers.
And Moore, with those 2 steals and 2 layups, has given him 10 points on the night. And Central is up by 9 again, 38-29. And a steal by Peoples. And right now, the things are kind of starting to unravel for the Wildcats.
Yeah, that's 3 turnovers in the last 3 possessions.
Here's a shot up and no good, but it was blocked, actually. David Smith shot was blocked by Mainers, who will be picking up, it looks like, his 2nd. So Mainers picks up his 2nd foul, 3 fouls apiece for each ball club here in the fourth quarter.
I mean, it went from a 3-point game to a 9, now 10-point game in 3 possessions because we had 3 straight turnovers.
Smith, I believe, yes, that's Smith at the line. He picks up the free throw, and he is 2 for 2 from the line tonight. He has scored 2, 4, 6, 8 points, make it 9 now here in the fourth quarter to make it 15 on the night. And we have a full timeout called with 1:47 to go in this ball game. Central leads it 40-29. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
This is Tony Ubelard, Toyota in Jasper. Toyota announces a new certified used vehicle program. Now vehicles up to 10 years old with 125,000 miles are silver certified. Cars up to 6 years old with 85,000 miles are gold certified. That means more great certified Toyotas for you to choose from. all with additional factory warranty, 24-hour roadside assistance, and a stringent multi-point quality inspection, like usual. Ask about a gold or silver certified used Toyota from Ubelor Toyota in Jasper today.
1:47 to go in this contest, Jason. The Cats are down by 11, but they have the basketball.
Yeah, we got to score. We got to score quick. And Central comes out in a 1-2-2 full court press. They're not necessarily looking for a steal out of it, but they're looking to just slow us down, make us burn some clock.
There's a three for the top of the key, is no good by Foy. Cats come up with the board. Another three on the way this time. This is going to be blocked. Cats still come up with it, a whistle and a blocking foul on Central. So the foul is going to be called on number 11. Isaiah Patterson is going to be his fourth.
Team fourth. So next one will be in the we'll be shooting.
It might be a little too late.
I was just
with
gonna
1:17 to go and down by 11.
Yeah.
So the Cats, had their chances, Jay. I mean, as we said.
I mean, we got to within 3 in the third quarter. We got to within 3 here in the fourth quarter, but we just couldn't get over that hump.
Mm-hmm. So 40-29 is the score, again, with 1:17 to go in the contest. And I believe some perspiration and so forth on the floor in the lane that they're going to wipe up as a Wildcats, they can make a big run. Look like they're on their way to their 6th loss of the year and their 5th straight before heading to it's going to be a tough contest tomorrow night against Princeton.
I was going to say, it's not going to get any easier tomorrow night on the road at Princeton.
And then Wright's on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Here's Mainers for 3. He'll nail it. Mainers nails the three-pointer. And for Jalen, that is his 7th point of the night. And that will make the score 40-32 with 1:10 to go as they take a quick 30-second timeout, Jason. We'll just leave it right here. So, but as I said, the Cats, we'll talk about it again. I mean, they had their runs.
We've got 3 team fouls, so in my opinion, we got to go for a steal. We got to press. We got to go for a steal. If we don't get it, we got to foul. We got 1 to give. Basically, the second one would put them in the bonus, but we've got to go for the steals. If we don't get it, we've got to put them at the free throw line and hope that they don't convert those.
So 40-32 is our score. Again, 1:10 to go in the contest. And the Wildcats, actually, I guess that was a full, but either way. So it's up to Cats right now to work on their press, as they'd say, and try to force another turnover, or a turnover to Central. So Central will have the basketball, leading by 8. Okay, who we have here? It's like a back to throw we got 3 receivers on the near side, 1 on the far side.
Yeah. I've never seen that in basketball. I
didn't either.
That was something new that I'd never seen because, part of what they can do now, just so that people can understand, when the referee handed the ball to the one guy, he could actually pass it out of bounds to another guy that's standing out of bounds.
That's right.
And so on and so forth down the line if they needed to.
That's exactly right. Moore deals it over to Richardson. Down the floor to Smith.
So here's a part of the problem with this too is you've got a very, very veteran Central team out there now. You've got 5 seniors out there on the floor, so that plays in a benefit for them. They've been in these situations. They know how to take care of the ball.
That was a 5th team foul, by the way, by the Wildcats with 54 seconds to go, and that will put Isaiah Patterson at the line. He's got 6. Bears are 3 for 3 from the charity stripe here in the fourth quarter, making 4 for 4 as Patterson nails that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of, looks like 8 out of 11 overall on the night from the line for Central. Patterson's got his 7th point. Make it 8 as he nails that. So Bears hitting their free throws down the stretch here. As we said, 5 for 5 now here in the 4th quarter alone. They lead it by 10. Here's a 3, good by Mainers. So Jalen Mainers with the 2nd 3-pointer of the quarter. He's got 10 now. And a whistle. Foul will be called on Max Butel. Max is first. And that will put, looks like number 12, Landon Richardson. Richardson's got 10, well, actually 8, looking for 9 and 10. Well, he'll miss that first one. So Richardson will have one more coming.
It's not out of the question yet. 7 points with 39 seconds with the 3-pointer, but
back up to 8 now as he nails that one. Richardson has 9.
If they hit their free throws, there's not going to be much you can do.
33 seconds. Mainers shot is short, and it'll belong to the Bears. As Kyler Hill comes in the lineup for Central. 30 seconds to play. 8-point contest, 43-35, Jasper trails. Hill will be fouled.
Mainers.
On Mainers. His 3rd. And the Bears will just look to salt this one away from the line. They pretty much have, as I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of 7 from the line here in the 4th quarter alone. Put this contest away as Hill will hit his first of 2. His first points of the night. Next one is good. He's got 2. And he will have a seat. Peoples back in. 10-point lead for Central. Ernie. 20 seconds. Foy has it stripped away. And Central will pull it back. With 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1, and that'll bring us to the end of this contest. Final score, Central 45, Jasper 35. The Wildcats will fall to 1-6 on the season, suffering their 5th straight loss, while Central improves to 7-2 and 2-0 in conference play. Jasper falls to 1-2 in conference play. So, like I said, just basically to sum this up, Jason Stamm is, Cats obviously had a big hold to start the game off, but battled back. There's a lot of ways that what ifs and coulds and what nots you could look at. But bottom line is, Cats did battle, but still came up short.
Yeah, unofficially, I had Jasper for 15 turnovers. That was 8 in the first half and 7 in the second half. So, we talked about how they needed to do a better job of handling the ball the second half, taking care of the ball, and we didn't do that. And it's very hard to win basketball games when you have that many turnovers. We've talked numerous times tonight about, if Central would have been shooting the ball better than what they were, this would have been more than a 10-point final. You'd have probably been looking at a 20-point final. But, not to take anything away from us, maybe our defense was causing that. We'll never know. But, from the standpoint, anytime you have a long layoff of 13 days, I think we said it was, when you come back, it's kind of shaking the rust off a little bit, but I felt like it took us too long. It was obvious, it was evident in the first quarter. We're down 12-3 after the first quarter, 20-13 at halftime. 20-13 at halftime. That means you've played 16 minutes, okay? Mm-hmm. We had 13 points, so we didn't score a point a minute, average a point a minute in the first half. Central barely did, and a lot of high school basketball teams will score 20 points in a quarter, and we didn't. They did it in the half, but this is just one of those years where somebody other than the coaching staff, we need some leadership on the floor. And there's no doubt, and I'm not making excuses, but we miss Giesler out there. There's no doubt. I was talking to Coach Gable after I believe it was the Southridge game, and he said practice is just totally different when Giesler's practicing and when he's not. When Gies is practicing, he said the intensity of practice has just stepped up a notch, and everybody goes that extra effort,
mile, yeah.
And he said, so, it hurts him with him being out, and I'm not making excuses for anything, but, that those things all play parts into, what this team's going through. And yeah, the record's the record, 1-6, so what, when we get to the halfway point, when we get to 10 or 11 games, that's when we need to start making changes, start to improve, start to get ready for the sectional at the end of the year. I've seen funny things, with teams that don't have a very good record, and then end up playing well in the tournament. The thing, a lot of these teams that we play in the SIAC are teams that are bigger schools,
right.
Central, Wrights, those schools are bigger schools, so we don't have to face them come tournament time like we used to when we were in the North sectional. So hopefully we can get things figured out and get it headed in the right direction.
Well, speaking of sectional opponents, and speaking of sectional opponents, tomorrow night we play one now.
Yep.
As we have dropped now back down in the 3A sectional at Southridge, and one of the opponents we could possibly see in March is the Princeton Tigers, who we've picked up this year, and we have them tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So, like I said, it doesn't get much better, much easier for the Wildcats as far as on paper. After falling to Central tonight, they're now 1-6. Travel tomorrow to Gibson County to take on the very good Princeton Ball Club, followed by Wrights, Lincoln, and North next weekend. So,
yeah,
and it's just going to be interesting to see how this ball club can respond and hopefully right the ship somehow, build this confidence that we were talking about earlier, and so forth. So Jasper falls to, as I said, 1-6 and 1-2 in conference play as they fall to the Princeton Tigers this evening, 45-35. We'll just go ahead and take a look at the scoring, as I'm not sure we'll have a coach tonight or not. But Kai Coons scored 4 points for Jasper. Cats were led in scoring by Jalen Mainers, who scored 8 of his 10 points in the second half, including a pair of three-pointers in the fourth. 2 points for Jace Foy. 8 points, it looks like, for Max Butel, 9 for Logan Day, and 2 for Reese Fisher for the Wildcats this evening. The Bears had, Kyler Hill had a pair of free throws in the fourth quarter for 2 points. 10 points for Zarin Moore, 8 points for Isaiah Patterson, 9 points for Landon Richardson, 4 points for Kenyon Peoples, and Davian Smith led the Bears this evening with 15 points. I'll tell you what, we'll just go ahead and wrap it up right here and so forth, and we'll just look forward to tomorrow night's ball game with the Wildcats taking on the Princeton Tigers at Princeton.
I just looked up Princeton's record going into tonight's 9-1, so it's obviously not going to get any easier tomorrow night.
Who did they lose to?
They lost to Lawrence Central.
Lawrence Central, of all teams from the Indianapolis area. So, all right. Well, like I said, the final score: Jasper 35 to 35. The Wildcats fall to the Central Bears. We'll take on the Princeton Tigers tomorrow. That game will start at 7 o'clock local time on Saturday evening. We'll have it for you at 1 o'clock on Sunday here on 18 WJTS. For Jeremy Marcos and Jason Stamm, I'm Carey Schneider. Good night from Central Gym.